guys will drill it and then we'll go into conditioning. Yes. Okay, this is our first pinning combination we're gonna learn. So this is where we're trying to get when we break someone down to this position. And you're going to be on their hips, covering probably one side of them with your hips. This is called a half or a half Neilson. You'll hear both. If you hear the word half, it's probably just this move. So you're gonna take whichever side you're on, that arm is gonna go under their arm and hook onto their head / neck. And then you're going to, what? Oh. You can get the wrist with this hand. You have this one, and then you're gonna run on your toes. Always be on your toes when you're wrestling. Don't be on your knees. You're gonna run it towards her head. So I'm gonna be running this way, rolling her onto her back. If you need a reset and go like this, you're trying to get chest to chest so that she can't get up. If you keep this, you can pull it up so she can't bridge. If you do this, and if she keeps fighting with this one, pin it. So if you have her arm like this, her head like this, and your chest to chest, I can almost guarantee she will not get up. But sometimes you can't do all three of those things. You will see you can hit these all the time. Anytime there's space between her elbow and her side that I can get under her arm, you can hit this. You just put the head, run it.
Okay, one quick thing with that. One quick little adjustment that I learned down at the Geneva Gray thing. So run it again. This is completely different with girls and boys. So with boys tee out and put the pressure across the chest. Girls bridge. Girls have crazy bridges. Okay, so one thing that Geneva taught us is when you run that half Neilson, drive it over. Now, girls, suck back a little bit and cover the hip, okay? Like that. Now try and bridge it. You just took away most of her power.
Does that make sense to everyone? I learned with boys when I wrestled.
Yeah. I made this mistake too until Geneva went.
Yeah, that's good. So if you're getting buffed off, then okay. So
actually, I think it might have been Mindy that first said that, and Geneva confirmed it.
Okay, so yeah, that's a great point. So you're gonna get the wrist, go under the arm, with their head, go on your toes, run it, reset, run it, and keep your hip covering her hip. So you're like connected here, pull her head up, pin the arm if you can, all the good things. Does anyone have any questions or need to see it?
So what's the difference between a regular half and half Neilson?
They're the same thing. They're interchangeable. Half Neilson, it's the same move.
It's just faster for coaches to yell, half it, half it.
Yeah. Just a really quick side note, make sure you guys are keeping this tight when you're running it. Because the minute, if I get here and I'm really loose, then I don't have anything. If I can keep it tight, she's already way more pinned than if I'm just over here.
See how she sinks this through to the
I
hip of the
want to
elbow?
sink this through. This should suck for Kobe. It does. The person on bottom, you guys should be suffering during this position. I'm sorry, but not really.
Do you want to show them the difference between a half Neilson and a full Neilson of what not to do?
Oh yes. So good point for all the new people. Never, ever, ever have both of your hands under the arms and on the head. This is called a full Neilson. This is a half Neilson. This is a penalty, and you will get penalized because it's not safe to do. So
your opponent will get 1 point if
yes,
you do that.
yeah, you will lose points for doing a full Neilson. Yes. So half Neilson. If this arm is underneath hers, anywhere by her head, just don't mess with it. Don't ever have.
Come here to this wrist. Just don't. Even if you just touch here. Penalty. Keep the wrist, okay?
So, yeah, that's a great point. Thank you for bringing that up. Any other questions or comments? Anyone need to see it again? Okay, we'll do it one more time. Do that. Okay, so you'll be on their hips. This is, I don't know, this is how I look when I'm down here wrestling. Get the wrist, go under the arm, get the hip, turn, run it, and cinch it all up. Good? Okay, drill it.